Good evening, everyone. How are we doing today? How is the weather at your end? You can see from my title. How are you keeping safe? How are you keeping with Storm Chandra? Apparently, that's the name of this one. Last year, I think, was Storm Kathleen. Yeah, and honestly, it's amazing how those storm and all of that would is named after women because they are very powerful. Just give me a moment. What's happening here? Okay. I can't see myself live on my personal profile. Amazing. Okay. That's grand. Just checking to see that you can all see me. Great stuff. Okay. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing okay. How is the family? How is the weather at your end? It's been really windy here. You can hear it. It sounds like, back in Nigeria, I remember when we were very young, if you hear that sound, you think that there's something in the in the wind, that there's something or there's someone, the way the traditional belief of pushing don't be you. Let me not mention it. It's public place, you know it's been really windy here. It's raining. It's well, I would say probably it's not a nice weather, but if you're indoors, it's a nice time to relax. And yes, it's actually been a great day for me. It's been a blessed day. I've done so many things in my business. I've been able to do things for the house as well. So I like the fact that I'm home. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to engage in my life or risk my life. And I'm going to share my experience with you because there was a year, I think it's about 3 years ago now. Yeah, there was this heavy weather warning like this as well. And I had to go to a shift, like a night shift. I think it's 3 years, yeah, thereabout. Because, that time I still had, I was working my primary job, day shifts, and, I had agencies that I used to work for then, like multiple agencies. And this wind, and it was predicted that the wind will start at 7 a.m. So where I worked that night, it's a place that is very known to me. And, some of the girls there probably watching now. And, I arranged with some of the girls that, you know what, I'll come in early and then you let me go early. Because it's about 55 minutes drive, 50 to 55 minutes drive to home. So if you'd let me go home early, like 6:30, and then I'll be able to get home like 7:15, before the thick of the weather, before the wind and everything starts. And do you know what? The girls came early. In fact, I appreciated them for coming early. And prior to that morning, I also went in early. It was an agency shift that I took. And I already knew about the weather warning, right? But when you need the money, you need the money, right? And when you've already made arrangements, you feel like, okay, I think I'm safe. I've made arrangements. Because I can tell you this. Sometimes when you look at your bank account, I've been there, and this is not hype, or this is not sugarcoating. This is not to make you feel bad. I have been there. Sometimes when you look at your bank account, your heart skips something like, how am I going to get through the month? How am I going to get through? How am I going to get through the month? How am I going to, survive this? But you have to do what you have to do, you know. So I think that was it for me at that time. I said, no, I can't afford to lose this shift. I've booked it for a while. The best I could do at the time was, to make that arrangement, which I did. And you know what happened? I left early. I left early, but you know what? I could not go beyond. I think I'd driven 30 minutes. In fact, before that 30 minutes, Iggy, what's the word so John? See the way I was driving, because I drive like SUV, big car. So I would go away from the road and Bauri to cross the tree that was blocking the road. Èmi nìkan lóru. I was the only one like driving. I saw some policemen. They were just patrolling and checking to see that everyone is safe, like just in case of anything, because it's like a 60 miles an hour road. So many trees, and it's like countryside where trees and everything. So many trees on the road. I would drive like a trailer driver. I'll go on the the bush side just to be able to get out of that road. I didn't want to be stuck. I had to get home that morning. And do you know what? I got to a place called Ballinage here in Belfast. And not Belfast, like in Northern Ireland. And you know what? I could not climb that tree. There's no place to go past. And I was stuck there. And I could not get over. And this wind, come and see this anti-storm. What's her name? I can't remember her name. It's been like 3 4 years. Come and hear this the sound of this anti-storm. And I was there. Oh my God. And there was some other people as well. They were going to walk in Lisbon. And they said, no, there's a shortcut to Lisbon. I thought, okay, let me follow them to Lisbon and then air from Lisbon to Belfast. But then I realized that Lisbon is actually the worst for me to come to Belfast, because you are going through Hill Hall Road, where even when there was no wind, where there's no anti-storm, there are so many trees that would have fallen on the road, maybe from little breeze, because that place is like, wow. I said, no, bad idea. Then I said, okay. Some people said, no, they're going to Downpatrick. So I went with them to Downpatrick. They said, oh, apparently there's a place that you can, when you get to Downpatrick, you turn that way and then you can get to Belfast. You go on Belfast Road. And I was so happy that I had to get them this morning. At that time, it was already past 7. And the anti-storm was already very heavy. And you know what? We went on Downpatrick Road. I got there blocked. Some men were trying to lift it because they were also going to work. If you're an essential worker, like you work in health sector, you just want to get there before, so that you can help as well. Because for storm and all of those things, you'll see that sometimes it comes with casualties and all of that. They were trying to clear, but they couldn't. There's this massive greater Luligby, like, at that stage I was just crying. Where would I go? I was stuck on the road. And you need to see how this breeze was breezing. Even your car, even like my car as I was driving, it was, oh my God. And, I just told myself that, okay, I'll go to the nearest hospital. So I went to the nearest hospital. Who came to take me? It was my husband. I didn't know how he managed, he Googled, he just found his way there. And I think he came around 10:30. I was there from 7:30. That's where I was. I just told the girls in the hospital that, look, this is what happened to me. I was coming from a shift and I got stuck. So I need a place. Like, I did night shift. I need to sleep. And because at that stage, I had no concern anymore. I was already in a safe place in a hospital. My car was already parked and in a safe, parking lot. Thankfully, that place, you don't have to pay for parking. It's not like places like, here in Belfast. So it's Downpatrick. So I went to meet the girls and I said, please, I just need a place to close my eyes. Even your call room will be good. And they were so kind to me. They gave me the key. I went in there. I slept too. It was my husband's phone call that woke me. Look, I'm here. I went out and I found him. And, he said he came through one. It was just, he wanted to come through, then Patrick was blocked. Wanted to come through, Ballinage was blocked. He said the shark got there because he needs to take me home and so that I can rest and eat and sleep. I had to leave my car there. Day after that day, when they have cleared all the roads, was when I went to carry my car from the hospital. And that is, so much danger. Honestly, it was very dangerous. I was so scared for my life. I told God, please, God, this is not the day for me to die, because it was so windy. Even when I got down and I wanted to go and meet those men that were trying to clear the road and they ran back into their car. I wanted to ask them for help. Please, where can I just need to get to Belfast. Which way do I go? And they already went into the car. From me leaving my car to that spot, very short distance, breeze was carrying me. Ah, from that day I said, God, what kind of wala is this? And today my husband is actually at home, my children, because nobody went out because of the weather. And we were just talking, and he said, remember, remember when you left your, well, what year was that? I said, about 3-4 years ago. I can't even remember that year. Just Brooklyn should go with me. My husband said, you remember when I had to carry you and then it took 2 days for the road to be cleared before we now went to get the car? I said, I remember. I remember. And he was like, oh, why does she name Storm Loruko Eyun by Wala Yimpo? I said, yes, Wala Wako, but we are very Akin Junior. So, that got me thinking, honestly. Today, I am at home. Today, with peace. Even though I was still busy, but I was busy on my business. It's just this and my laptop and my iPad. In fact, I'll still be busy up until late night today, because after this live at 7 o'clock, we have daily drop-ins for Facebook Meta Ad Review. That's the support we get from our business community. I'll attend that, sometimes take about an hour and a half or two. After that, I have a session with my team as well for 9 o'clock till 10. After that, I probably will still need to stay behind, to help one or two of my business partners as well. And I have been busy from the comfort of my home. The weather, ocean, the storm and the wind is still windy, very windy. It's still windy out there, but I'm here. I feel safe. I know God is our safety, but when you are in the house, is different from you are in the car. You are driving inside this weather. Even the schools were closed. Teachers could not go to school because of the weather warning. But if you really need the money, you need to go. You need to go for the extra shift and all of that. Because you look at your account and you feel like, wow, you're so panicking. That can even cause high blood pressure, But, just for you to just to get yourself together for that month, you probably thinking, no, just this one shift, just this one shift. And I can tell you today, right? If you don't start building something, the cycle will continue. If I hadn't been building this business from like 2 years ago, I would still maybe I probably would have picked a shift that would fall onto today. And I'll still want to go through that danger, because I look at my account. If I don't take that shift there, probably maybe it will not be another shift for another time. And the money, I need it. I know that money is not everything, but it can give you the peace that you want. Money is not, cannot buy you joy, right? But it can help you, to stop thinking about some things. When you have money that, okay, this is sorted. My son is, preparing for tournaments and all of that. What I've bought between last week and this week is, let me not talk, but because my business is already helping me in that area, and I don't have to think. If it was before, if I look at my bank account, especially that this is January, we got paid on, I think, 23rd or 24th. We're not going to be, I've not been paid in my primary job up until now. Over a month ago, we got paid, because January is that long month. We get paid the last day of the month. So last working day rather. So, it's just that shifts that made me to be where I am today. The shifts that I started building something. I was having a call with one of my sisters yesterday, coaching call, and we talked at length. And she said something she liked about this place is, the opportunities that is here. You can start a business. Yes, here. Back home, maybe you can start a business, but where's the capital? You want to go and do Bomule Lanta. Bomule Lanta, they will be using your picture, they'll be looking for you on social media if you make a single payment. Here, you have those resources to leverage. Even if you can't meet up, the worst will be that next time your credit score will be low, will drop. But you also want to build it because, of course, there are so many things you can do to build your credit score. But what I'm saying is, if I haven't started building anything, and it comes to a time like this where the weather is so tensed, I probably, possibly, would still take a shift that will fall into today, and I'll have to go because I will need the money. I will need the money because from last week to this week, what I've spent in this house, because we have to prepare for the tournament and all of that, and it's just unbelievable how just building a small thing. I didn't even know that this was going to work for me. I don't know if my network is good. I just remember that somebody closed the door. Usually, I don't want the door closed because the network at the extreme side part of the house where the network is really really bad. Okay, it's just me reflecting and saying, wow, thankfully I started something that is helping me now supplement my income, and that will, by the grace of God, replace a double, triple my income, where I can say, you know what, I become me. And this is what I want to put to you today. What is your safety net for days like this? What are you building for the future? For days like this, it's not even about the storm now. Other things. What if, in case of something, if something happens, maybe nothing bad. Maybe your employer just come and say, you know what, we give you a month's salary. We don't need your service anymore. We give you a month's salary, we give you a month notice. Go and look for another job. It's easy at Iri, I can tell you that for free. I have people that they didn't last long in their eatery work, and they've been looking for another kind of nice job. So nice work, go easy lattery. The work that you will like, that would satisfy, that you feel like, yes, this is what I want to do. It's not easy. You don't find this kind of job in 1 month. Maybe you will see some survival jobs, right? But is that what you want, really? Is that what you really want? So I want you to reflect on this. I'll soon be rounding up this Go Life. We have a meeting for 7 p.m. I want you to reflect. What if? Forget about the storm. Nine. I was just reflecting today, like that years back, I was stuck in this weather, and I could not get past. And my husband had to look for ways to get to me. And we left out my car there for 2 days until, the road was clear before I went to take it. But now I am saying, what if, the person that employs you come and say, we don't need your service anymore. We are overstaffed. We are downsizing. Because sales are not coming in as expected. Or because, okay, we have virtual assistants now. Your services, yeah, because the world is going that way, where, AI will replace some jobs and some people will be laid off. What is your safety net? What are you building for days like that? For in advance. Because I tell you, even if you say, okay, I don't have job, let me quickly start a business. There's no business that you quickly start. Every business needs foundation. So your foundation will be, you are building. Hmm? You build, you do your training. Like in my business now, you have to do your training, your setup, Facebook page, your website. Follow the training step by step. You submit, the name you want to use for a funnel builder. They build it for you. You come back again into the training. You do your testing. You test whether your website is working. Those are setup that you need. Even in traditional businesses, you need foundation. You need to look for, store, good area, area that whatever you want to be selling is really selling, is really in markets that is in need. The people need that stuff, because you just don't want to open a store somewhere where they don't need what you're selling. The store will just be there and we don't make any profit. And so this is my advice to you today. Do a sort of soft reflection. Look at the weather. Relate it to something in your life. Like, what if this happens? Give me a moment. Sorry. I quickly responded to someone there. Do a brief reflection and say, ask yourself, where am I? What am I building? What is my safety net? In case my employer says, or in case this weather, okay, let's even say weather. In case I book an agency shift and the weather is like this, what happens to my bank account? So that's what I have for you today. That's my experience. Honestly, see, the way I'm laughing, I was crying that day because I just wanted to get home. I didn't want to be stuck on the road because it was really scary. You have to be in this kind of storm outside for you to know the intensity. Maybe you're at home, you're just hearing, you don't feel it. Go outside. You see that sound, the way it's, that's the way you feel like this thing is carrying you away. Especially if you are now driving like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to take a shift on the countryside, country road. You know what? I'm just thankful. I'm just grateful to God that God showed me mercy, because this is just plain mercy. Starting this business was grace of God. It was God. It was God. I never knew that I'll be sitting here running a global digital business. Now a global digital business coach. Like, I never knew this. Like 3 years ago, if somebody approached me and said this, I say, I will trust God, right? I trust God. I believe in God. But I just feel like, what are you saying? But I'm thankful today. I'm so thankful, and I'm thankful that I'm in a place where I can also help people, hardworking professional, individual parents, to start planning, to start building for themselves for the future. So that's what I have for you today. And I want to invite you to our live webinar tonight. If you don't know me or you are just meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia Posede Akintola. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm registered nursing in the UK. I'm originally from Nigeria, and I also run this amazing digital business. What I do is I help people, everyday people, ambitious professionals, parents, individuals who are looking for time freedom, financial freedom, looking to prepare, have a safety net side also to start a legitimate digital marketing business. Yes. So we don't market products, but we have a system that we have products and services in our business. Is both. So the products part is being handled by our sales team. We have sales team that handles the selling, the shipping. I don't have inventory in my house. If I do, oh my god, I'll really be exhausted. I'll be frustrated with expiry and all of that. They handle the shipping, and all of that for us. Mine is to introduce this business to you, is to show you our system. We are in a system-based business where we have everything put together for you, especially you that do not have experience, you that you've never done anything business before, you that you're not tech savvy, but you're open to learning. You can follow simple video-based instruction. The way I am talking, meeting sort of fast through our trainers, the people that are training us. I just speak faster than them because our business is global, because our business is of different people from different background, different people with different learning ability and skills. Our training is simplified to the barest, to the minimum. It's simplified. They talk like they are even pronouncing one by one, showing you on a video what to do. You follow the same thing, you apply, you you are good to go. If you are able to follow simple video-based instruction, even though you're not tech savvy, I invite you to watch our live webinar tonight. Just go onto my website, www.felicia-olayemi.com. Sign up with your name and a valid email address. I said a valid email address because I'll be sending you information about the business. So I want you to be receiving the information so that from there, when you have the right information, decision becomes easy. So sign up, watch our live webinar tonight. If you cannot watch the live, I'll be sending you the link to watch the replay. The moment you sign up, our system will help me to send you, and I also do send the personalized one. And that is one thing I also always get from people, like, Felicia, I'm not tech savvy. I don't even have time to be sending all of these emails that you're sending to me. The system handles that for me on my behalf. Of course, if you reach out, I send a personalized email. Even the moment I see that you sign up, I send a personalized email in case you want to reach out to me on WhatsApp. I put my number there for you. So if you're out there, you're looking for a change, you're looking to build a safety net, you're looking for a side also that can help you, and you don't want to trade your time. You know, your time is so constrained. When I started my business, I was doing 6 days back to back. I was speaking with a sister yesterday on the coaching call, and I told her, look, the fact that I can sit when I'm off, close my door, I say, I'll usually tell my children, please enjoy for me 2 hours for today, please. I'll come back. First, I'll say to them, and then I lock myself up in the room, schedule all of my posts for a week, 2 weeks. Yes, we have, there's automation everywhere. You automate your posts, you keep it there. They drop at the time you want. Maybe a post is dropping now. I scheduled one of my posts for 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. I was in the shower. And it will drop at the time I wanted it. That is automation. That is how people like us who were into back-to-back shifts at the time we started this business was able to or were able to run this business and be successful in it. 2 years down the line, I became a business coach. 2 years, like a year into my business, I already cut off 6 again. Who get the energy again after 1 year? 2 years into my business, I reduced to 3 days a week. And by the grace of God, I'm hoping to cut down more because I hope that my team will grow more, and I want to give the maximum support. In terms of training, in terms of helping them with things that will improve their mindset and all of that. I told you we have a session for tonight. Yeah. So if you're out there, you also want to build a site, also you want something lasting. This is not a get rich quick, right? And at the end of the day, you're also not looking for a quick fix. Are you looking for something that will just give you 2,000 and disappear? No, this is a lifetime business. This is a business that, when you build your business, there's something called passive. I was sitting on the coaching call, and, alerts just kept coming in. Last week, I received bonus, not even, my commission. It's bonus from the business I started building 2 years plus ago. I didn't know this will happen, but I just said, you know what? If I don't try, who knows? Maybe if I didn't try, I would still be there juggling 6 days a week, going out in this kind of Storm Chandra. But because I tried, because I put faith over fear, I am here today appreciating, the fact that I took that bold step. So if you're out there, start building something for yourself. Take the bold step, sign up, and let's see where this takes you. Our live webinar is tonight. And when you attend live, there's that connection. You see real life people in daytime. The time, whatever your time is, it's 1 a.m. UK time. If you cannot attend live, there's replay. There's replay to watch. Just sign up and watch the replay. See if it's a fit for you. See if it's something you want to do. By the way, if you feel like it's a business for you, there's a pre-registration access fee of $149. It is not negotiable. It is not, can you give me a brief rundown? It is not, I cannot pay for something I don't know. You are not paying for something you don't know. You are watching webinar, you see our business structures, and you feel like, okay, this is a business for me. I want to dive deeper. I want to do my own due diligence. I am serious and committed. I will pay my own 49. That is it. If you are not serious, there's no how you can make things happen. But if you are serious about starting something for yourself, if you're serious about building a safety net, $149, I always say this to my people. Anyone that calls me and say, if me run that money, if you are serious, you really want to do business, $149 to check out a business model, it's not too much, less than £120 in the UK. To check out a business. And at the end of the day, if you feel it's not a business for you, it's fine. You can say, you know what, don't just book your coaching call because there's no point, right? You say, okay, I need to go. It's not a business for me. You get your money back within 30 days. But if you feel like this is a business for you, I love the testimonials, I love what I see here. Because our business, we don't force people, because it's going to be your business. You do your trading by yourself. I'll be there to guide you, I'll be there to support you, I'll give you the push you want. We organize meetings like this. There's one happening now. I need to go as soon as possible. We organize meetings like this. We teach you, you know, but at the end of the day, you are the one to attend. I cannot carry myself and put myself in your body and attend the training. So if you look at the system, you pay your 149, you see the whole breakdown, everything, compensation plan and all of that, and you feel like it's not a business for you. 30 days money back guarantee, but don't book your coaching call because that means that you're not ready for business. It's fine. But if you're ready for business, book your coaching call with me. I'll strategize with you, share all of the options we have based on your own business goals, your own, finance, based on what you're looking at for yourself for future. I'll strategize with you and I'll get you started. So reach out to me if that resonates with you. I have to go now. Thank you very much for the 30 minutes you've stayed with me, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow by the grace of God. God bless you. Please stay safe in this Storm Chandra's stuff. Bye.